Hey guys, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever this finds you. It was meant to find you. So, welcome to my corner of the world where we talk to the universe. All right, so it's just going to be a general read. Before I begin, I want to let you know where I get all of my messages from come directly from my higher self. By you sitting here to watch this video, your higher self is in communication with my higher self to bring through messages. So that's how this works. In other words, everything that I bring through are things that you already know on a very deep level. I'm just here to offer encouragement and clarity. All right, so let's begin. I got to tell you, I'm looking at my deck, and there's a couple there's two that's flipped. This is weird. There's three that's flipped. I'm going to take them because that doesn't ever happen. We have 7 of coins. Coins, very tangible. 7, life mission. Doing work here in this lifetime. Creating things. And then you have 3 of swords in reverse. Gapping the bridge. Closing the bridge. Eliminating the distance. Clearing the hurt. And then you have 4 of staffs. Staffs, very spiritual. 4, about home life, security, stability. You're putting in the work to create the life that you want to have. Which right now there's a slight distance, like it's not quite here yet. And you're like, no, I'm done with it not being here. It's here. Like that type of energy with this 3 of swords in reverse. The fact that 3 of swords is even on the board says to me that there's still something that you're currently working on right this second. But being that it's in reverse, you're pretty close to, I keep wanting to say bridge that gap. Bridge that gap. All right. All right. Clarify the 7 of coins. Clarify the 7 of coins. Make it pop for me. It's always better when they pop, right? There you go. Oh, they're like, we're going to make it pop for you. So throw it all over the ground. If it falls on the ground to me, it usually means something that's happening right now. We're diving in. Okay. So the 2 that fell on the ground, the Hanged Man in reverse, coming out of self-sacrifice, coming out of being stuck. And again, 2 of swords in reverse. You've made some type of decision. You've hit some type of mark. You've hit some type of, something has changed. Something has absolutely changed for you. You're right where you're supposed to need to be with this. You're right where you're right where you're supposed to be, which is exactly where you need to be with this Hangman in reverse here. And this 7 of coins, again, putting in that life work, that life mission, following that inner instinct. I just feel like you're right where you're supposed to be right this second. Like you've put in the work that you have needed to put in. You've put in the work that you have needed to do. You've done. 3 of swords, 2 of swords, both coming out in reverse. That's a 5, which means change. Which also, because they're in reverse, means you're coming out of change. So I feel like you've been through the thick of whatever. You're coming out of that right this second. You're coming out of whatever that thick, heavy energy is. I feel like you've brought home pieces of yourself. And now you're kind of like moving forward with a little bit more momentum. Like, okay, all right, I got this. I know how to do this. Yeah, 4 of staffs, 7 of staffs. Being prepared for something big in your lifetime. Like, what is your purpose? Because you're getting ready to fulfill that with this 4 of staffs here. This is about what your purpose is. and making sure you're waking up every day living that purpose. We also have the Hierophant came out, which is also a 5, which is interesting because now we have a 5 and a 5, which is a 10, right? Which is new beginnings. So there's definitely an energy of leaving the old now, letting go of something and bringing something new in. Tell me a little bit more about this Hierophant. Okay. Oh, guys. Okay, so the Hierophant usually is about having inner sacred wisdom, knowing things about yourself. Sometimes it can also stand for tradition, doing things traditionally or not traditionally. I feel like you found a key somewhere. I feel like something happened and you took the door and now you're like on a new path. Like that type of energy. Like a door opened and you were like, up, here's my shot. And so you took it. Yeah, you made a choice about something. You have 7 of Cups in reverse. Again, 7, life mission, inner wisdom. Can also be about perspective. Cups is very emotional. Like, what perspective are you going to take on? I feel like, okay, I feel like you're gaining a relationship with different emotional aspects of yourself. That's how I feel. And there's a certain, I almost want to say like a shadow side or something that you've healed and cleansed, you've brought it back. Because then you have followed up here with the 10 of Pentacles, emotional fulfillment, living a life that you love. I'd be curious to see if you're experiencing miracles as of right now, like even small things like somebody complimenting you or going to the store and, ordering a small coffee and they accidentally make a large, like just the ebb and flow of things are moving right now, I feel like. And then it's coupled out with the Lovers card, which I love because first of all, any relationship you have is going to be reflective of the relationship you have with yourself. So by bringing back these pieces of yourself, by integrating all aspects of yourself, and by creating new relationships with your emotions, you're becoming more powerful. You're falling in love with yourself in ways that I don't think you even knew was possible. You're learning how to use all aspects of yourself together in tandem, like a team. Like I feel like, you know what I'm thinking of? Legends of Tomorrow. But these are all random people from random timelines and random areas, but yet they come together and at first they're kind of not sure of each other, but through the time and through the experience, they build a relationship with each other and they become a family and they become a team that is strong. And that's kind of the feeling that I'm getting right now with you, is that like you're building a relationship with different aspects of your emotions, maybe areas of yourself that you haven't felt in a long time, but you're really bringing it together and you're learning how to love yourself on the deepest levels with this 10 of Pentacles and this Lovers card. Now, on the flip side of that, that also means that your outer reality is going to reflect what's happening in your energetic world, right? So if you're loving yourself and you're bringing in all these aspects, then if you're not already in a partnership, you're going to be attracting somebody who is on the same vibration, really loves themselves, really has done a lot of inner work. And this is pretty powerful. I mean, the 10 of Pentacles and the Lovers, come on, you can't get any more. I want to know a little bit more about this Hierophant, though. Give me one more for the Hierophant. I knew it. I knew something was like hiding there. The Tower moment. Okay, so I feel like you already went through this Tower moment. and you were tested. A test that you set up for yourself. That's the Hierophant. Okay, gotcha. So our higher selves basically dictate our lives, right? And sometimes we plan tests, and there's no judgment depending on what direction we go. But it just dictates what we're ready for next. If we're not ready for something, then we won't make that choice, and that's okay. We'll keep working on whatever shadows need to be cleared out. If we are ready, then we'll make that choice, and we'll move on to the next level. So with this Hierophant, there's tradition in here, and I keep hearing tradition. I keep hearing the key. I feel like you went through some type of tower moment not long ago, but you found something in that, some type of lesson, some type of valuable information, some type of awareness. And awareness makes you move differently, right? Like, have you ever had a situation where you're like, wow, if I knew that, I would have definitely went that way, right? Because being aware of certain things changes how you move. It changes how you navigate. So it's important that you're aware of certain aspects of yourself so that you can move accordingly, so that you know what you need and where you need to be, where you need to go, how to get there. So I feel like there's some type of tower moment that just happened recently that was with this Hierophant makes me feel like the tradition is coming out in the energy of this was a pre-written test. This was something you planned out for yourself. You wanted to see what would you do, what decisions would you make, and you chose to go through the tower. I feel like you chose to headbutt it. You chose to shake things up. You chose to take a different road, even though you knew it was going to be uncomfortable. And that's this Seven of Cups in reverse. You knew that there was decisions that had to be made. And it was like, okay, well, I can stay here in my comfort zone or I can branch out. And so coming this in reverse, I feel like you made your decision. And then coupled with the Ten of Pentacles and the Lovers is definitely like you made the decision to step out of your comfort zone, hop off the karma wheel, make the decisions you need to make, be uncomfortable and vulnerable for a little bit, and now you're coming out of that. That's so good. This is so good, guys. Oh, Page of Wands in reverse means you've been preparing for something and now it is ready. The Page to me is all about preparation. It's that energy of let me lay out the map, let me plan everything out, let me pack everything in a bag. Do I have everything? Let me shut the light off. Is the door locked before I leave? Like that type of energy. Not quite on the road. Like the Knight is like on the road. The Page is in preparation. Wands is very spiritual. Coming out in reverse to me either means, no, I feel like something's prepared. Something's ready for you. Something's ready for you. And then it comes coupled out with the Queen of Cups, which I love this. This is your vision. Everybody has a feminine and masculine within themselves, right? The Queen of Cups. The Queen is very, what is your vision? What is your vision? And the Cups is emotional. Whatever this vision is, it lights your spark. It lights your spark, and it's so beautiful. Oh, guys, look. Can you see it? No? Maybe? It's 12-12. It's 12-12. Oh, here we go. Oh, this one hasn't turned yet. You know what that means? We're about to see it twice. How cool. So interesting. Look up 12-12. See what that means. It has a message for you. Here we go. As soon as I said that. Boom. If you're watching this and this video catches your eye, look up 12-12. Find a video that resonates with you. There will be a message waiting for you from the universe. So whatever your vision is, it hasn't quite surfaced yet. So continue doing that work. But yet, okay. It hasn't surfaced in your reality physically, your tangible reality yet. But in the energy realm, it's ready. It's prepared. So now you're bridging that gap. That makes sense. That makes sense because there's a lot of duality on the board. It's like there's a lot of like doing a whole bunch of work down here, clearing a lot of things, having these tower moments, being tested, having to pick perspectives. but you're doing it, because there's also on the flip side of things, it's like reverse 2 of Swords, made the decision, reverse 3 of Swords, bridging that gap, reverse the Hangman, coming out of self-sacrifice, right? 7 of Staffs, being prepared, showing up to the table. And then you're topping it off here with the 10 of Pentacles, new beginnings, lovers, with yourself, with others, right? So that energy is also on the board. And then we're moving over to this preparation of Wands and Queen of Cups. So you've been doing a lot of work, and the work that you've been doing is not just your reality here, but it's in your energy field, and you're affecting the other aspects of yourself. So keep holding that vision, because you're in like home stretch. I feel like it's already prepared. It's just a matter of making sure that you're showing up where you need to be at the time that you need to be there to make sure that everything happens divinely guided. So let's just, oh, I love this. I am presence. What I love about that is I feel like you're getting really close to like your God self. Like that version of yourself that's like, yo, I understand unconditional love. I understand how to treat the people in my life. I understand how not to get caught up in the karma wheel. I understand detachment. I understand non-judgment. It's like being at this spot where you're like, I am that I am, and I am beautiful. And that's what I need to worry about. And I need to see everybody else in that light, regardless of how they act, and just keep moving, right? Like just keep moving. And so that is that's a very beautiful energy to be in and to have present with you and to be embodying. That's what you're embodying. I feel like this to me makes me feel like you're embodying the highest version of yourself. Because if you look in the card, look, she's looking down. It's like she's watching, right? It's incredible. Sorry. I'm like staring because if you see, this camera's not the best. But down here, there's another face down here. It's kind of interesting to see because it kind of looks like a crazy face, whereas this one looks enlightened. And it's kind of interesting to think of the duality, like, you know, spirit being up here and us being informed down here, because that's what it is. It's like we come down here, we forget who we are. We feel like we're crazy, right? We have all these rules and structures that are being crammed down our throats. And it's like we just want to experience peace. And so it's kind of like, I feel like bridging that duality, though, that is peace. It's not beauty without pain. It's not pain without beauty. It's the both of them, and understanding the beauty that comes from a completely balanced experience of both beauty and pain, right? Stepping above. You're not in it anymore. You're not in the pain anymore. You're not in the beauty. You're just there having the experience of all the energies at once and using them to propel you forward. It's just a really beautiful energy. Really, really beautiful energy. There's a part of you that is home. Oh, you know, I've been doing this a long time. I don't think I've ever gotten this card. 34, Universal Light. It's also a 7. Look at that. That is incredible. You know what that makes me think? That makes me think that you are extremely powerful. Your thoughts, well, okay, I mean, that goes for all of us, right? But you in particular, if you're resonating with this video, your thoughts, your words, your actions, your energy, it's seen from very far away. I think you're much more powerful than you're aware of. You're down here on a mission. Perfect your gifts. Perfect your gifts, right? Clear your chakras, eat high vibrational foods, make sure you're drinking enough water, and be the light that you are, because the universe needs that light, not even just here, or there, but like the whole universe needs your light and they can see you from where you're at. So illuminate, my darling, illuminate. This is really big. This is really, really, really big. Oh my goodness. I love that. I love that. Oh, it's funny. I love that because the next one we got is love. That's funny. I love that. I love that. Love that. Love that. Look at this flame too. Also kind of reminds me of the violet flame for those of you that are really into the esoteric work. Beautiful, right? Disintegrating anything that's not for your highest good and just bringing in love. What a beautiful energy. What a beautiful aroma, right? And it's all about that green, that heart chakra, but that fire, that passion, right? And it's an 8 and a 1, which is a 9. So these are the energies of a new beginning, an abundant new beginning, but at the same time, a closing of an old. To me, this is happening at the same time right now is what I'm picking up on. You're literally walking a middle ground. You're walking a duality, something massive in your life, an old you, an old way of being, an old way of doing things, that has come to an end. And you're almost grieving the death of that. And it's interesting because I just did a grieving video yesterday. It's very short if you want to check it out. It's on my other page. I'll leave the information link below. But it's like there's this clearing of this old and this new coming in, but like at once. It's like this energy field right now is like, so I feel like I just want to tell you to keep hanging in there. I'm going to pull 2 from my Moonology deck. The energy is really bright and beautiful, though. It's very powerful. I feel like I'm like, whoa, it's powerful. You're powerful. You've been doing a lot of work. You brought a piece of yourself home, and now it's like, I'm ready for this. I feel like you're feeling more confident than you were before. Interesting, you're feeling more confident than you were before. Step out of your comfort zone. North Node. And then there's a bunch that fell on the ground. Okay. Okay, this one fell on the ground, guys. Look. It's time to take action. What's funny, new moon in Aries. Aries is kind of like talking your truth, right? So it's time to take action. Step out of your comfort zone. It's time to take action. You're already out of your comfort zone, right? So keep doing what you're doing every day. Right now, keep that main goal up front and center. 2 more fell out, so we'll take them. Meditate and contemplate. Love that. Make sure you're doing whatever routines you need to do for yourself. Spend time with yourself. Oh, check in with yourself. Check it. Daily check-ins. Check in with yourself, okay? Allow yourself time to think it over and follow that instinct, like for everything. Like, what are you eating for dinner tonight? Allow time to think it over, make the decision, and then go for it, right? How you want to play out the rest of the day, how you want to do this or that, or what time you want to go to bed, or what you want to have for lunch. Like, think about it. Leave yourself space to contemplate it for a second and check in with yourself and get on this routine where you're working with yourself on a daily basis throughout every step. And then a new romantic cycle begins. Now, it did come out flipped out in reverse at first. But when I picked the other card up, it flipped right side up. So I feel like I was saying, as you're approaching this level of self-love within yourself, something's happening. You're shifting the energy. And I want to say twin, but this could be soulmate. I mean, it doesn't really matter if it's a twin or not. If it's a twin, good luck, because that healing process is no joke. It's you at the end of the day, regardless. It's you learning how to love you. And as you love all those deepest areas of yourself, you can attract somebody, it doesn't matter what the label is, that also loves themselves on all those levels. And therefore they can love you on all those levels. And they can allow you to love them on all those levels, right? Whereas right now we have a lot of people that are carrying around distortion, and it's like, it doesn't matter how much you love somebody. If they don't love themselves, you're never going to be satisfied. They're never going to be satisfied, right? The relationship is not going to be a satisfiable relationship because it's like, I love you, let me love you. And it's like, you don't love me, but really it's them not allowing you to love them. And so it just becomes this cycle. So those types of relationships are kind of coming to an end now, right? And we're seeing people do their work and their reality is changing because your reality is your subconscious mind. So as you heal, you create a new reality. You heal the subconscious mind and your reality reflects that. And so with the lovers being on the board, there is some type of beautiful relationship emerging here as you develop this relationship with yourself. It's kind of like a 2-in-1 right now. And I love that. And so it's like there is a new romantic cycle that has begun because now you brought back some type of piece of yourself and you're learning about it. You're living with it. You're integrating it. And you're kind of just loving yourself. Like, yes, you go. You go. And get excited because as a result, your reality around you will change to reflect that as well. So hang in there. Keep doing what you're doing. Continue building a relationship with whatever this is, pieces of yourself that you've brought home. Love them. Be compassionate with yourself right now, right? Learn how to work with your emotions. Anger, build a good relationship with it so that when anger surfaces, it's telling you something, right? Same with aggression. Same with happiness. Like you want to build a new relationship with all of these so that you're the commander and these emotions are working together for your benefit, all of them. You don't want to get rid of fear. You need fear. Fear can serve you in many ways, right? You ever walking down the road, you feel a little uncomfortable, somebody's following behind you? Well, if it wasn't that fearful notion, how would you know, right? So there's a lot of beauty to the negative aspects of ourselves. It's just a matter of training them to be in the position where they're serving us rather than us serving them. And that's exactly what you're doing. So keep doing what you're doing. You are so loved. You're so supported. You are completely right on the right track. I cannot wait to see what's getting ready to unfold for you. I feel like miracles abound in your reality, like tangible things that you see that you're just like, huh. So they may start small and then grow. But like I said, you know, that coffee where you ordered a small and they gave you a large, or that person that held the door and just was like, hey, you know, beautiful smile, you know, even though you're wearing the mask, right? Just open yourself up to these things coming into your reality and your existence and get fluid and fearless and stay that way because things are coming in. So enjoy the day. I hope that this was helpful and you're completely in the right direction. I hope this was exactly what you needed to hear to bring you encouragement, clarity, inspiration. That's what I'm here for. If you're interested in consciousness coaching or another read, you can check on my website. I'll leave all that information below. Otherwise, have a fantastic day, guys. Make it a great day. And I love you tons. Thank you so much for loving and supporting me while I love and support you. And I'll see you guys, in the next few days for your next read. Okay. Love you guys.